Hi there, I'm Johnny Graham. I'm the Managing Director here at Inward Revenue Consulting. I hope you're well. Today, I'd like to talk to you about a role that's hot off the presses. It came in only a day or so ago. It's an absolute cracker, really. It's a sales role. It's working in the risk, compliance, security, technology space, working for a Gartner Magic Quadrant vendor. Clients paying between about £60,000 and £85,000 basic, depending on the experience of who applies. Double that on the OTE. They are a very rapid growth global vendor. As I said, they're in the Gartner Magic Quadrant for what they do. This is a subsection of the tech sector that is going to grow to about $6 billion by 2022. They have some breathtaking UK client references across finance, retail, public sector, punching, I guess, well above their weight and size in comparison to some much larger vendors in that space. It's now led by a strategic leadership team that I would refer to as serially successful. They have a track record of being part of a business, growing a business, and exiting with everybody involved getting, frankly, quite rich in the process. So the role is a straight new business sales role. There's some inside sales support, there's marketing support. They're really good on the marketing, actually. I've seen a lot of it as I've worked with the client over a period of time. It's home-based, as you can imagine. They do have an office in the south, but right now, who knows what's going to happen. Probably maybe a day a week in the office when we do finally get back to some, I guess, what we would refer to as normality. It's selling the risk and compliance technology that we've talked about. Ideally, you will be from that background and you'll know that sector. But what they really want is perhaps maybe somebody from security. Most specifically, though, you need to be very dynamic. And what they mean by that is somebody who's prepared to think big about deals. I was having a really interesting chat with the client the other day. He's saying one of the challenges we've got when we took over the business was there are certain people in the team where they'll look at a deal and they'll be happy to win a pilot and they'll think that's a great result, when actually there's no reason why the client couldn't have just gone ahead and been sufficiently convinced quite quickly to do a full rollout of the technology, or at least roll out in a certain specific part of the organization. And he said, you know, sometimes if you think big enough to that level, you might just roll out in a full department rather than win a pilot. And he said, I just need people who are a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more entrepreneurial, people who really want to think creatively about ways in which they'll cut a deal with a client or convince a client of perhaps being a little bit more bold about a procurement with a vendor than just necessarily following the process of pre-sales, go to the appointment, do the demo, put a pilot in, see how it goes. Somebody who's just got that little bit more passion and energy and belief in what they sell. And it's that creativity. He said, one of the beautiful things we have about this business is we're not a startup. We've got millions and millions of pounds of funding. We've got a very rapid growth plan, but we're not a corporate. And we have that flexibility to allow people to be really creative with what they do. Package is 60 to 85k base, double that OTE, fabulous high growth culture. You're going to be working for a leadership team who I promise you, they are just top people. If you're interested, you can follow the instructions underneath the video that you're looking at now via this chatbot. Talk to Angus, give him your answers. It will then mean that somebody will be able to get back to you really, really quickly and talk to you about it. Thanks ever so much for watching this video today. Goodbye.